In the world of power and privilege, few relationships have drawn as much scrutiny as that between Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. For years, their connection was a footnote in society pages, but after Epstein's 2019 arrest and death, it became a focal point of public fascination and concern. Their association, spanning nearly 2 decades, is documented through flight logs, photographs, and legal testimony, evidence of a bond far deeper than casual acquaintance. This was a friendship forged in the competitive environments of New York and Palm Beach, where both men thrived and mingled among the elite. As we examine their interactions, it's clear this was no distant relationship, but a story about proximity to power and the secrets that can hide in plain sight. The Trump-Epstein relationship is supported by a substantial body of evidence. Flight logs from Epstein's private jet list Trump as a passenger multiple times, indicating a level of trust and familiarity. Photographs from parties and events, often at Mar-a-Lago, show them together, laughing and socializing with other high-profile figures. Court records and sworn depositions mention Trump repeatedly, and phone records reveal consistent communication between their properties. Epstein's infamous Black Book contained multiple entries for Trump and his associates, further cementing their connection. Collectively, these documents form a detailed picture of a close, sustained association. The evidence stands in stark contrast to later attempts to downplay their relationship. The story of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein's friendship begins in the glittering, high-stakes world of late 1980s New York. At this time, both men were rapidly ascending the social ladder, carving out their places among the city's elite. Trump, already a household name thanks to his bold real estate ventures and larger-than-life persona, was a fixture at the most exclusive parties. Epstein, meanwhile, was a mysterious financier whose connections and charisma allowed him to move seamlessly through the same rarefied circles. Their paths crossed frequently at lavish gatherings where the city's wealthiest and most influential mingled. Trump, known for his brash confidence and relentless ambition, and Epstein, with his enigmatic charm and financial acumen, quickly found common ground. Both men were drawn to the pursuit of wealth, power, and the allure of beautiful women, a shared interest that cemented their bond. Their friendship was not just about business or social climbing, it was about the thrill of being at the center of attention, surrounded by glamour and intrigue. Trump famously remarked, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." This candid admission, widely reported in the press, offered a glimpse into the nature of their relationship and the circles they frequented. As the 1990s unfolded, their connection only deepened, especially in the sun-soaked enclave of Palm Beach, Florida. Here, Trump's Mar-a-Lago and Epstein's opulent mansion stood just minutes apart, becoming hubs for high society gatherings. The proximity of their homes made it easy for the two men to socialize frequently, hosting and attending parties that drew the region's elite. They became regular fixtures at each other's properties, their social lives so intertwined that society columns often mentioned them in the same breath. Photographs from this era show Trump and Epstein side by side at countless events, their camaraderie evident to all who observed them. This period marked the zenith of their association. Two powerful, wealthy bachelors, often seen together at the most exclusive events in both Manhattan and Palm Beach. Their presence was magnetic, drawing attention wherever they went. The evidence from this time, quotes, party appearances, and their shared geography, paints a vivid picture of a robust and well-documented friendship. Their names became almost inseparable in the social pages, a testament to the strength of their bond. Understanding this context is crucial, as it sets the stage for the controversies and scandals that would later engulf both men. The roots of their association, forged in the opulent excess of the 80s and 90s, would have far-reaching consequences in the years to come. Mar-a-Lago wasn't just a luxurious estate, it was the beating heart of Trump and Epstein's social universe. The sprawling Palm Beach mansion became a magnet for the rich and powerful, and Epstein was a frequent guest at its most extravagant gatherings. Lavish parties filled with glitz, glamour, and exclusivity were the norm, and Epstein was often seen mingling with the elite, seamlessly blending into Trump's inner circle. At charity balls and high-profile events, eyewitnesses and photographers regularly captured Trump and Epstein together, surrounded by models, celebrities, and influential figures. Their presence at these gatherings was impossible to ignore, and their camaraderie was evident to anyone paying attention. One particularly notable event was the 1992 Calendar Girl Party, hosted by Trump himself. Epstein was one of the few men invited, and video footage from the night shows the two laughing, chatting, and enjoying the festivities, highlighting the ease and comfort of their relationship. But their friendship wasn't confined to Palm Beach. They were photographed together at exclusive fashion shows in New York and Paris, rubbing shoulders with the world's most famous designers and supermodels, further cementing their status as fixtures in the international social scene. Their connection extended to the skies as well. Flight logs reveal that Trump traveled on Epstein's private jet at least 7 times, suggesting a level of trust and intimacy that went beyond casual acquaintance. Epstein's attendance at Trump's 2005 wedding to Melania was another clear sign of his privileged position within Trump's world. The guest list was a who's who of celebrities and power brokers, and Epstein's inclusion spoke volumes about the depth of their association. Over the years, these shared experiences, glittering parties, private jet trips, and personal milestones, painted a picture of a deep, multifaceted friendship that spanned decades and continents. For nearly 20 years, their close bond was an open secret among the elite, whispered about in society columns and captured in candid photos at the world's most exclusive gatherings. For years, Trump spoke of Epstein with open admiration, but as Epstein's crimes came to light, Trump's narrative changed. After Epstein's 2008 conviction, Trump began to distance himself, claiming they had a falling out and hadn't spoken in years. As president, Trump insisted I was not a fan of his, framing their relationship as a product of social circumstance rather than choice. This new story minimized their past interactions, overlooking private jet travel, joint parties, and personal invitations. The White House emphasized that Trump had banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago, though the timing and reasons remain debated. Trump's revised history became the official line, recasting a long friendship as a distant acquaintance. The attempt to rewrite the past was a clear effort to contain political fallout. Trump's later statements about Epstein clash with a mountain of evidence. While Trump claims he barely knew Epstein, photographs show them together in relaxed, familiar settings, sometimes with Melania and Ghislaine Maxwell. Flight logs confirm Trump flew on Epstein's jet multiple times, and Epstein's black book lists Trump's contact information. These are not the hallmarks of a casual acquaintance. The public is left to weigh two conflicting accounts: Trump's verbal distancing versus the documented reality of a close relationship. The contrast between words and evidence is stark. The friendship was far deeper than Trump now admits. The question remains, why was the narrative so drastically altered? The Trump-Epstein saga took another turn with Alex Acosta's appointment as Secretary of Labor. As a federal prosecutor, Acosta approved the 2008 plea deal that let Epstein avoid serious federal charges, a decision widely condemned as a miscarriage of justice. When Trump nominated Acosta, the deal resurfaced, sparking controversy during his confirmation. Critics argued Acosta let a powerful predator off the hook, and the connection to Trump became a political liability. After Epstein's 2019 arrest, pressure mounted, and Acosta resigned, acknowledging the controversy was too great a distraction. Trump defended Acosta, but the damage was done. The episode linked Trump to Epstein not just socially but politically, through a cabinet member defined by leniency toward Epstein. As of August 2025, the Trump-Epstein story remains unresolved, and the public's demand for transparency has only intensified. Across the country, people are gathering outside courthouses, holding signs and calling for the truth to come out. The media continues to cover every development, and headlines about Trump and Epstein dominate the news cycle, reflecting a growing sense of urgency and frustration among citizens who feel left in the dark. The push for the full release of the Epstein files, thousands of pages of documents from years of legal proceedings, continues to fuel speculation, debate, and even conspiracy theories. Many believe that these files hold the key to understanding not just Epstein's crimes but also the powerful network that protected him for so long. The files are said to contain depositions, witness statements, and evidence that could implicate high-profile individuals. Lawmakers from both parties have joined the call for transparency, arguing that unsealing these records is essential for accountability and for understanding how Epstein was able to operate with such impunity. Congressional hearings have been held, with politicians demanding answers and vowing to pursue justice for the victims. The bipartisan nature of these efforts highlights the widespread concern over the case. Each new document release reveals more about the elite circles that enabled Epstein, exposing connections to celebrities, politicians, and business leaders. These revelations keep the story in the national spotlight, sparking heated debates on television and social media about who knew what and when. The Trump-Epstein connection has become a case study in how immense wealth and influence can shield individuals from scrutiny and consequences. Their appearances together at exclusive parties and luxury events are now being re-examined, with investigators and the public alike questioning the true nature of their relationship. The fact that one of these men went on to become President of the United States makes the unanswered questions even more urgent. The stakes are higher, and the implications for American democracy and justice are profound. While Trump has repeatedly tried to distance himself from Epstein, the evidence points to a long, intimate association that spanned decades. Photos, witness accounts, and court documents all suggest a relationship that was far closer than Trump now admits. The full truth remains hidden, locked away in sealed files and unanswered questions. But the demand for answers and for real accountability shows no sign of fading. The public, the press, and lawmakers continue to push for justice, determined to uncover the facts no matter how uncomfortable they may be.